What's up, everyone? It's your girl Molinda Jae, and welcome back to the channel. So today we're going to be discussing the Hair Tales episode 3 with Congresswoman Ayanna Pressely. Um, and it starts off with who did her hair, and right off the bat, she was like, the salon. I had a hairstylist doing my hair because her mother told her that she didn't want to do her hair because she didn't know how to do it. In other words, I hate to say it, she was basically saying your hair is too nappy for me to maintain it. And yeah, I'm gonna take you to the hairstylist so you can get your hair done. Or basically, she just, or it could be another way that she just really don't know how to do her hair in a proper and not tension and no tension matter. So she's just going to let the professionals do it. So there's no shame if you don't know how to do a person's hair. There's no shame at that. You know, there's always room to learn. But other than that, topics that was being discussed, my thoughts and topics that are going to be discussed. One is she had mentioned before, being born into the struggle. Like, even though you are growing up in somewhat of a privileged manner, you're still going to be born into the struggle. And dang, child, when she said that, I was like, can we one day it's going to get to a point to where we don't have to be born into struggle. It is not fun being born into struggle because you're going to have that scarcity mindset for a good chunk of your life if you don't know how to get out of it. So you can be able to come at a standpoint to where you can make it out here, right? Other things that was talked about and discussed was being afraid. Oh, the conditioning factor. Okay, we're gonna segue right on to it. um far as being born into struggle and the conditioning factor of how we look and how the masses presents us on how we should look, or how should we be presentable, or how people think we will act, right? So and this point comes from when her mother threw her a surprise birthday party when she for her 13th birthday, and she basically invited everyone from the community, the church, the community, her school friends, you name, they were there. And due to the fact that the surprise birthday party was at a pool, y'all already know, as Black people, when it comes to us and water and a fresh hairstyle in our hair, we do not want to get up in that John, because we want to maintain our hairstyle when we get to the occasion that we want to get, especially when we spent a whole lot of money trying to get the hairstyle, right? And have it stay there for at least a couple of days, a week to be exact. Well, no later than a week. But if it goes past a week, that's on you. So immediately her response was just running high because, again, like I said, her hair was done. We're having a pool party and it's my birthday. The whole community is invited. And you expect me to get my hair wet? So basically, she was told her mom, and her mom, she went to go find her, and she was like, "Girl, why you hiding? What's wrong?" And she had told her, like, she's afraid of everybody knowing the real her, meaning at the time her hair was dead, and once she gets in that water, her hair is gonna be all messed up and curly and stuff. And I love the response that her mom gave her, which is, they already know the real you. There's no need to worry. So I do like that reassurance factor that her mom gave her on that one. On to the next pointer is which segues to her first job, being a shampoo girl. And in order for her to continue to get her hair done, her mom and her hairstylist worked out a wager or negotiation to where she can be the shampoo girl, and I can do her hair. Basically, there was an even exchange, and a lot of people don't do that nowadays when they own hair shops and barber shops. There's only I believe I you know I the only time I've been in a hair salon, y'all, was when I was getting my hair braided by a black woman, and get my hair sewn um to by a Korean woman. Okay, that was the only time I've been in a salon setting. Okay, so I'm sorry. I have not experienced the salon experience because my mom always did my hair. That's a whole nother video in itself. I can that watching the hair tails. Sidebar: watching the hair tails is I'm going to that just prompts me to do my own hair tails. Okay, so be on the lookout on that video coming soon. But other than that, back to Miss Ayanna Pressely's hair tails. Is that yeah, when it comes to doing even exchange of getting a hairstyle and doing some labor at the same time, a lot of shops don't do that nowadays. I'm gonna keep it a buck. I guarantee you it is not like that nowadays. Because barbershops and hair shops back in the day, if a person wanted to learn the ropes of the hairstylist, or they wanted to I guess continue on getting their hair did or their hair cut to some manner, and they don't have the funds for it, they would do even exchange, like, hey, you can sweep the floor so you can keep the hairstylist space and the salon floor clean, or you can keep you can do the laundry of the wash towels and restock them back up in the cabinet in the kitchen area, whatever they have the hair towels at. Or you can be the shampoo girl, so you can assist with shampooing if we don't have any shampoo girls available, in exchange for getting their hair cut or their hair did. People don't do that nowadays, and it could be both to each, and it can be both, where people don't want to work for what they want, or it could be folks are wanting to actually, or the salons and barbershops want to have it to where they go through the hiring process so they can be legitimate, right? Especially if they are getting some type of payment out of it, because there are other instances where they will get paid under the table for it too. But I'm here to tell you now, they don't, from what I see when I go to hair salons, and especially hair salons. I've never been to I never been to barbershop. But with hair salons, I hardly see anybody in there that is like a cleanup person, or a person that helps with the laundry, or being a shampoo girl in exchange for a hairstyle or a haircut. I'm gonna be fighting with this like in all my videos, y'all. I'm be fighting with the sunlight in all my videos. Other than that, but that's what Ayanna did. As her first job, she was a shampoo girl in exchange for getting her hair did, but the exception was her mom didn't want no braids or no beads in her hair. So wow, I was like, dang, no braids or no beads. Y'all know we are notorious for the beads and the clip barrettes in our head, but she didn't want that in her hair. Okay. On to the next subject that was discussed was when she had said that when she was okay, she started her political career, right? Helping one of the Congress or helping one of the city officials win their race, I believe. And that's what led her to continue the path on getting to where she is at now. But when it came to everything was fine, y'all. Everything was fine with her exploring her hair natural journey until it got to the point that she was running for the national stage as the congresswoman, basically representing the whole district within the state, right? And y'all, it be your own community. It be your own community, y'all. Starting with the elders. The elders told her that she's gonna have to lay off on the hairstyle she had at the time. At the time, as discussed, the hair at the time was in waist length Senegalese twist. And so to refrain from not doing the Senegalese or going cold turkey on the Senegalese twist was that she went from waist length to shoulder length to keep it professional to a certain degree and still have her individualness, as well as being able to style it. And after the elders had came up to her about laying off of the ethnic hairstyles, the protective hairstyles as we like to call them, that's when other people in the community started following suit, telling her like, hey, you about to represent us, so we need you to lay off of the ethnic and the protective hairstyles a little bit, so we can. I was like, see, it be your own community, y'all, telling you that, hey, can you lay off of this hairstyle until you win or until the results come in, and then you can proceed on per usual. And I'm glad to some degree she maintained the essence of wanting to keep the hairstyle because it is a convenience to her and representation matters, because she started to see little girls that come up to her as well and show her some embrace of seeing someone running for the national stage and they had the same hairstyle or similar or a protective ethnic hairstyle that looks presentable in our eyes but not to other people's eyes, and be able to have some sort of relation to well, I can be like her to a certain degree. So yeah, which will segue into the balancing work and personal when it comes to finding the right stylist that does ethnic hair as well as a hair braider within her area. So as she won the campaign and was campaigning, but definitely when she won the campaign and she had to move to DC into a new area where she could be closer to work, now it is the scavenger hunt to find a stylist that not only does ethnic hair and that is ethnic hair to where they can take care of it, the best care of it, as well as finding a hair braider that will install the braiding styles that she would like to have whenever she goes to work. Because let's keep it honest, y'all, these protective hairstyles, the twists, the braids, the updos and everything, that saves us at least That saves at least up to 20 minutes to an hour of our time getting ready to work as Black women, as melanated women, but especially Black women. It saves us a heck of amount of time when we have a hairstyle like cornrows or braids, whether it's box braids or whatever type of braids, jumbo braids, Senegalese twist, Havana passion twist. Now all those hairstyles is saving us not only money, but it's saving us some time when we get ready in the morning. And then come at us sideways when we arrive at work and our hair is like halfway done and we got to finish it up before we start performing our duties, because again, it's depending on whether you are going to take us serious or not, just based on how our hair looks. And it shouldn't be like that way. But once she found the hairstylist that is able to do all those things, that's when that sacred relationship is forming. Because again, she's a woman in DC trying to find a hairstylist that can not only do her hair but also style her hair at the same time. And of course, that's a dime a dozen nowadays. Okay, back then it was like 1, 2, 3. Hey, come holla at your girl. I need you to do my hair. But now it's like it's a dime or a dozen, because again, everybody is not in it for the taking care of hair in the proper way aspect. Majority of these folks are in it because it's the quickest hustle, right? So yeah, balancing the personal and work relationship when it comes to your hair is crucial. It's crucial for up in these streets. But unfortunately, along the way, she had developed alopecia and she had to go to a dermatologist and to get properly diagnosed for it, which led to her to chop her hair and going completely bald and beautiful. And when it comes to that traumatic hair experience, and she didn't even have a perm, it just happened when a hairstylist had mentioned to her and also put her finger to where the patches are in her hair of her hair falling out. And keep in mind, she had did anything and everything possible to maintain her hair. Satin scarf, satin pillowcase, you name it, she did it all. But still, it was something in that realm was not working. So when it comes to this traumatic experience, because with you losing your hair like that, it is a psychological response to it, because as we always say, our hair is our crown, and without it, who are we, so to speak? So yeah, I'm glad that she was able to have a strong support system with her daughter and her husband. That's why support system on all levels is important for us as an individual. Whether you are a strong person or not, it's important to have a strong supportive system. So shouts out to her daughter and her husband for being by her side, and her mom for being by her side as she went through that transitional traumatic experience, because that can mess up a woman's psyche if she is not able, and it can mess up a man's psyche too if they endure that type of diagnosis, which alopecia diagnosis. But again, having a strong support system helps to comfort her as her journey. But to conclude it, as the last pointer she mentioned, was when she made the statement, as women, we have to be hyper visible and visible at the same time. And this is regards to the policing hair aspect, because we have been conditioned for so long to look presentable, look professional, making sure we abide by the guidelines. But of course, yes, being presentable is a thing. We get it. But if you're just going to make a big fuss about my hair and not my performance, then that sounds like a you problem. That sounds like you problem, especially if the hair is styled to where yeah, it's gonna cause a scene because people hardly see it before, especially if they ain't grew up in the environment. But at the same time, like India Ari says, I am not my hair. My hair is an extension of me. So can you please, assist me, or basically communicate with me without basing it on my hairstyle? Can you communicate effectively with me as an individual and establish a relationship with me as an individual and carry out business transactions and all that other stuff without you making a fuss about my hair? Okay? Plain and simple. So, for making a long story short, with all this policing here in the school districts and in workplaces, it has prompted legislation to come forward with the Crown Act. Okay, the Crown Act, which stands for Creating a Respectful and Open World for Natural Hair, prohibits racial discrimination based on hair texture and protective hairstyles. Okay, and of course, there is a list on which state has the Crown Act, and then there's more that is still needs to be passed. So the states that have passed it so far is California, New York, New Jersey, Virginia. Let's see what else. Let's see, we got California, New York, New Jersey, Virginia, Colorado, Washington, Maryland, Connecticut, New Mexico, Delaware, Nebraska, Nevada, Oregon, Illinois, Maine, Tennessee, Louisiana, Massachusetts. That's just a few. The only southern states that has passed the laws, the only southern state that has passed a law that prohibits discrimination based on hair texture is Louisiana. Tennessee, the legislation only applies to workplace discrimination based on hair type or hair texture. But the rest of the southern states, girl, we gotta get on it. We gotta get on it. We are always the last to come through on situations like this. All right. So, yes, y'all, we gotta get on it. We gotta get on it. We gotta get on it. Because there were incidents up in Texas where there was some students being expelled because of their locks. And I'm like, y'all, what? Make it make sense for me. But other than that, that concludes my thoughts on Miss Ayanna Pressely, Congresswoman Ayanna Pressely, on her hair tales and my thoughts and what pointers stuck out to me the most in her episode. So I thank you all for tuning in. Don't forget to comment down below your thoughts and opinions of the episode, as well as any pointers that I missed out or would you like to further discuss. Leave them down in the comment section below. Also like the video if you haven't done so already. Subscribe to the YouTube channel and hit that notification bell so you know the next time I upload a video. I'm on the road to 1,000 subscribers, so I can be able to go live with you all, especially on YouTube. TikTok as well. I mean, come on now. And TikTok, and I'm already on 1,000 on Instagram, but yeah, TikTok. Yeah, let's go there. May do a giveaway, but yeah, all my social media links. Speaking of social media, will be in the description box below, or the QR codes that's either on the screen or at the end of the screen. Anytime you all see a QR code, y'all, that is the link to all my social media platforms and more. Okay. But other than that, I'm gonna leave y'all to it. Always remember to love thyself, know thyself, soothe thyself, so you can heal thyself. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.